Right now, live at 5, lawmakers are working feverishly on another COVID relief package. The big hang-up that could stall the bill.
Now, the community of Bayfield County is stepping up to help with the COVID vaccine process.
And plans to vaccinate more people. Minnesota's governor rolls out a new proposal to get more shots in more arms. Plus, engaged couples are learning they can still have their dream wedding during the pandemic, and they're pulling it off around the country.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at Bayfield, Wisconsin. New studies show Wisconsin has a higher percentile of people who have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. We'll be learning more on that story and much more on this half hour of Live at 5. Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Kristen is on assignment tonight. Thanks for joining us. Wisconsin falls in about the top third of U.S. states when it comes to the percentage of its residents who have at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. That's according to data from the New York Times. But some of the biggest hurdles have come in the rural areas of the state. CBS 3's Emma Quinn brings us more from Bayfield County on their vaccine efforts.
Since the end of December, the Bayfield County Health Department has been hard at work getting their residents vaccinated. As of Wednesday, the county has vaccinated almost 40% of its residents 65 and older. About half of them have had both doses. A big challenge the county has faced is the supply and demand of the vaccine and only getting 100 to 200 doses a week. Another challenge is that much of the county's population is retired and have struggled using technology to sign up for an appointment.
We're working with Human Services, delivering paper forms where applicable through the Meals on Wheels program. And then we have a call line, a hotline, so people can actually register by telephoning in.
As of right now, the clinics are being held at the St. Louis School in Washburn. Once the county starts to get more vaccines, they'll take the clinic to other areas like Port Wing and Cable. Health Department officials say they've received a lot of support from other county departments like Human Services and Maintenance when it comes to getting the clinics organized.
Thanks, Emma. The department has had many volunteers step up to help with the vaccine clinics. Meanwhile, Minnesota has a plan to vaccinate more people. Governor Tim Walz says in order to move on to the next priority group, 70% of Minnesotans 65 and older need to have at least one dose. They're expecting to reach that mark by the end of March. Then the state will open appointments to people with certain high-risk health conditions, including Down syndrome, cancer, COPD, and other lung and heart conditions. More essential workers, like food processing plant employees, will also be eligible. Governor Walz explained why they're waiting to hit 70% of those 65 and older before moving to those next groups.
This is a freeway that's being built, and that freeway is running, and we're almost done with the healthcare folks there. The seniors, we're moving up, and we're going to get to 70%. That lane will continue on at 65 miles an hour, and we will merge in another lane because we have more vaccines.
We have more on today's announcement on our website. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the state's GOP party says today's announcement is a step in the right direction, but they added that the rollout has been complicated and online signups have become barriers for older Minnesotans. They're asking for a simplified message and approach. Nationally, President Biden is urging all Americans to get the COVID-19 vaccine and to continue wearing a mask as he acknowledged passing the halfway mark of his ambitious vaccination goal. We're also awaiting a decision on whether Senate rules will allow a minimum wage hike to be part of another relief package. Here's Natalie Brandt.
President Biden and Vice President Harris are marking more than 50 million COVID vaccine shots delivered, more than halfway to the goal of 100 million shots in their first 100 days.
This administration will follow the science to deliver more breakthroughs.
First day that I got the shot, I felt fine. The next day, I realized I needed to take it a little slow. And then the day after, it was like nothing ever happened, but I knew I was vaccinated.
Earlier, the vice president spoke about her experience with the vaccine at a grocery store pharmacy, as she and health experts are stepping up efforts to speak to those who may be hesitant about receiving the shot.
As we've been talking about reopening and getting back to normal or better than normal, that we recognize how critical vaccination is to that process.
The president's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package gets its first real test Friday with a vote scheduled in the House, but their version is expected to include a $15 minimum wage provision, which could hit a snag in the Senate.
We must pass a minimum wage bill.
The parliamentarian is expected to rule soon on whether the provision can be included in the Senate version of the bill through budget reconciliation.
The correct ruling would be to say that the budget process cannot be used to pass substantive legislation.
This afternoon, the president will address a virtual meeting of the National Governors Association focusing on pandemic response and the economic recovery.
According to the latest CDC data, less than 10% of the total U.S. population has received both doses of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. The FDA is expected to vote as soon as this weekend on whether to authorize Johnson & Johnson's one-dose vaccine under emergency use. All right, let's go over to the weather with Dave now. Dave, some of us woke up to just a little bit of snow, but not too much today.
No, the second of our low-pressure troika was weaker than the first. Okay. And the third one coming our way tomorrow could be even weaker yet. In between, sunshine came around today for most towns, though there are still a few snow showers in the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Those should fade away tonight as a partly cloudy sky comes to call, at least for a few hours. Taking a live look at what's going on towards Cass Lake, it's a gorgeous day in that neck of the woods with a partly cloudy to partly sunny sky, a few peaks of blue here and dry roadways. But tomorrow there is a chance for a little bit of snow again from the third of the three lows coming by. So we start tonight with clear to partly cloudy, low temps in the lower 20s for many of our towns. Friday morning, though, we go towards partial sunshine as clouds from the third low from the west starts to infiltrate the sky. And that leads to a 30% chance for flurries and light snow Friday afternoon and evening. And if this morning's chance didn't pay off much, and I think tomorrow night's is even less, I'll show you what I mean by that with the latest chart in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a Hayward skier completes his 39th Berkey race with a twist, plus preventing diabetes in Mountain Iron. City by City is up next. Plus tonight at 6, a multi-million-dollar manufacturing facility is in the works for the city of Cohasset, hoping to create jobs and boost their economy.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. CBS 3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
The most important thing in the Chevy Equinox is not forward collision alert or automatic emergency braking. No, the most important thing in the Equinox isn't any of the advanced safety features we've put into it. It's what you put into it. Chevy Safety Assist, standard on every 2021 Chevy Equinox.
Get a $4,000 cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners with an eligible GM credit card get an additional $1,750 total allowance. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
I'm Nick Bolton, and these days...
Hey there.
Hey there. It seems everybody has a pair of tactical sunglasses.
Good morning.
Morning. But what if you already wear glasses? Then you need these Flip Up Tac Glasses. These new glasses fit right over your existing eyewear to give you all the benefits of our Tac Glasses while you comfortably wear your regular glasses. Plus, like all Tac Glasses, Flip Up Tac Glasses feature Bell & Howell light filtering technology that makes invisible objects suddenly become visible. There's just nothing like them on the market today. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, Nick.
Act now to get your Flip Up Tac Glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship them to you free. But wait, order today and you can get a second pair. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-699-7431 or go to flipupglasses.com. That's 1-800-699-7431 or order online at flipupglasses.com.
It's the biggest free boat show going on at Link Wreck and Minot, with over 100 new and used boats and Mercury engines on display in our heated indoor showrooms. With $1,000 instant savings, like the Silver Mirage 8520 LZ Tri-Tune, you save over $10,000. Something for everybody, something for everybody.
There is some positive breaking news. We've got a lot of important new information for you and your family.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain on this Thursday evening. Dave will be in with this weekend's forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. Racing virtually in Hayward, plus preventing diabetes on the Iron Range. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting off tonight in Duluth, where the city, along with St. Louis County, will be discussing the reconstruction project of Morris Thomas Road later tonight. The project will focus on improving underground utility systems, as well as adding more sidewalks and gutters. The meeting will be virtual starting at 6 o'clock. The public is welcome to attend, and we do have a link to that on our website. In Mountain Iron, the area YMCA is offering a new pre-diabetes prevention program. The past year of quarantine has had a major impact on activity levels and stress for people. Experts say these two things increase risk factors for prediabetes. There will be an orientation on March 2nd, and the first class will begin on March 16th. And finally, we'll finish off in Hayward, where area skier John Detloff is going through his 39th Birkenbeiner race virtually this year. Detloff has completed every Birkie race since 1981. Due to COVID-19, competitors were given the option of doing the race virtually from February 20th to the 28th in order to space out racers. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come, we're going live with Kristen Baki, who's in Chisholm tonight for a very special fundraiser. We'll have more from her coming up next.
High temperature today, warmer than normal again, hit 35 degrees. Tomorrow we could go even a hair warmer than that, but it will start to cool down by the latter half of the weekend. We'll talk about that temperature trend, and we'll talk about our third chance for light snow coming tomorrow night, coming right up after our break.
At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, we help your family see well. We check your child's need for glasses, and we screen for problems which are best treated early in life. We test your parents for diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These often have no early symptoms, so regular eye exams are important. And we care for you, providing routine and emergency care for your lifetime. Call now to schedule an appointment at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Tired of the cold? Then shop for your next vehicle during Kerry Toyota's annual indoor used car sale. We're filling the showroom with used vehicles and slashing prices. Every eligible used vehicle at Kerry Toyota comes with a Carfax, quality inspection report, and manufacturer powertrain warranty. Plus, with your used car purchase, receive a Kerry Toyota gift pack, including TowPro locator and $200 gift card. Hurry to experience the quality difference during Kerry Toyota's annual indoor used car sale. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
Attention oxygen therapy users.
I was on oxygen tanks, and I couldn't go anywhere and do much of anything. I didn't dare go far.
It's time to reclaim your independence with an Inogen 1 oxygen concentrator.
I got my life back. I really love my Inogen.
Inogen makes its own oxygen from the air around you, so you'll never worry about running out of oxygen again.
Do I think Inogen is worth the money? It's worth every single penny of it.
Call now for your free information kit.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Outfit your Can-Am with a plow from Duluth Lawn and Sport.
Don't let the weather ruin your day.
Covered by a winter storm watch.
Dave Anderson, Caitlin Moffat, and Peter Kavitkauskas. The CBS3 weather team, tracking more than just severe storms. Dave
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, we showed the Twin Ports high temp a little bit earlier. Now we'll show the rest of the region. And the warm spell continues. Got into the 30s for a lot of places here today. Looking at 33 for the high temp in International Falls and mid-30s towards Hibbing and Chisholm. 37 Silver Bay and Ashland. 36 Moose Lake. 37 degrees from Superior towards Hayward, and mid-30s for the Upper Peninsula. Tomorrow could be similarly warm, if not a little bit warmer. I think the Duluth International Airport could go towards 38 degrees. But there's an expiration date on this warm spell. By Sunday, we may start to go down for our temperatures, and I'll talk about how low that will go coming up in just a little bit. Right now, we have the current temperature at the airport. It's 34 above. Relative humidity is 50%. West wind is going 17 miles per hour, and that'll be the gist for the next 48 hours roughly. Is some pretty stiff winds in general, going 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up 30 miles an hour plus here and there. So hold on to your hat at least for about 2 days. Air pressure's at 30.13 inches of mercury, and that's because it's going back up now. That a low pressure system that brought a dusting to some towns last night is moving to the east, but that was the second of 3 lows. The third could bring another round of light snow tomorrow night. Right now, temperatures, well, we have 36 in Watersmeet, just a hair cooler in Ironwood. Northern Wisconsin numbers run from 34 to 37. The cool spot is Solon Springs. The warm spot is Superior. And Ashland and Hayward are in between. 36 is what we have right now for Moose Lake. 34 Cloquet and Silver Bay and Ely as well. 35s from the Quad Cities in through Hibbing, Chisholm and towards Grand Rapids. And 33 to 36 up in border country. Low temps tonight could be dipping into the upper teens for some places, and maybe low 20s closer to the lake if you really push it just a little bit. Well, let's push things towards the current Doppler and satellite map for our region. Yeah, last night's snow chance was 30 to 50%, and there were a few snow showers in the arrowhead of Minnesota. In fact, in the last couple hours, we can still see a couple of them buzzing through Lake County and out into the lake, but higher pressure then took over again in general and brought a blue sky to much of the area from Michigan through Wisconsin and into Minnesota. But another change is coming our way for tomorrow. It'll stay warm tomorrow, warmer than normal like the past few days, but this third low pressure system, another small one, another one running the Canadian border, brings us another 30% chance for light snow and flurries there Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And now if that slight chance pays off, snow totals could be the least impressive of the trio here, and that means maybe 8/10 towards Orr, 2/10 around Ely, maybe a dusting here in the Twin Ports region. In northern Wisconsin, you're going to go from absolutely nothing to maybe 1/10 of an inch, so not a huge deal at all. Tonight, Minnesota, low temperatures, they're going to go 20 to 27 degrees for most places. Could dip into the teens farther inland, though. Wisconsin gets a similar range of temperatures with a partly cloudy sky. And then for tomorrow, warm again. High temps near 40 for Wisconsin and Michigan. And for Minnesota as well. We all get that 30% light snow chance. And then comes the extended forecast, which shows us dialing down Sunday and Monday towards low temps in the single digits and high temps in the lower 20s. And on both counts, Tony, that is cooler than normal, but the cool down is only for 2 days.
Short period.
And we get back into the mid-30s with sunshine from next Tuesday through Thursday.
Doesn't look like a bad week on tap at all. Thanks.
For those tired of winter, not bad, but for those hoping to cling to it, that's not promising.
So great. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. In less than an hour, a fundraiser is kicking off in Chisholm, where the local United Way is hoping to keep an important program going strong. CBS 3's Kristen Baki is live there for us tonight. Kristen, you're in your hometown. It sounds like this year's fundraiser will look different than years past, but you guys probably have a pretty fun night on tap.
Tony, like so many things, this year will look different, but as you've said, there is still going to be a lot of fun happening here. To talk a little bit more about it, we have Executive Director of the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota, Aaron Shea, joining us now. Aaron, this fundraiser is virtual this year, but still very important to the Imagination Library program. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So early literacy is one of our targeted service areas with our United Way, and we know that reading to your children is the most important thing. Right from the start to prepare them for school, which is one of the reasons why we focus so much on being able to continue supporting this program.
And this year, the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota has been hit by the pandemic as far as fundraising goes, like so many other organizations. How important is this fundraiser for you guys?
Well, as you had said before in some of our past interviews, this evening we would have had over 250 women in a building together, just excited, bidding on purses, taking part in raffles, and we're here in our office. We've been hit with many of our fundraisers this year needing to go virtual, and we've definitely lost funding. So this evening is extremely important to help us raise funds to keep this program going.
And we should address the elephant in the room. We're pretty casual tonight. I will say this is the first time I've been in pajamas on air. But the theme is Pajama Party, very fitting to the people working from home, and it's a fun theme. So tell people why they should join us at 6 o'clock.
Well, we hope people will come out to support Imagination Library and United Way of Northeastern Minnesota to help us to continue providing books to over 2,500 children across our service territory, which currently reaches all the way from Saginaw up to the Canadian border. So we want to keep getting those books into hands of kids here across the region.
And one way we're going to do that is with all of these amazing auction items that we have. So thank you so much, Aaron. We are going to take a quick look around. Tony, I want to show you guys some of these awesome auction items. Let's start with this Trek bike. You might have seen me cruising by on it a little bit ago. It rides so nice. This is up for auction. It's so easy. You go online, put in your bid, you can watch it, you can set your max bid, and it'll let you know if someone outbids you. Right back here we have a kayak, which is just beautiful, and I know that that's been a hot item for folks so far. Now if we head this way, snowshoes. Everybody's into snowshoeing this season because you can't really go anywhere else, so why not go in the woods? And then something else really, really cool are mystery purse items. So you can find a number of beautiful purses, and they're filled with items up to $700 worth. So we have just so many amazing items. Oh, the she shed. Look at this. This is up for auction. It's something I want. I'm going to keep bidding on it. Tony, in case you need a gift for your wife, plenty of options here. There's a Tahitian pearl necklace. As I mentioned, many purses, a spa, year-long spa membership, something for everybody. So make sure to join us live on Facebook at 6 p.m. as we kick off this fundraiser for the United Way Power of the Purse. We'll see you on Facebook at 6 o'clock.
Thanks for calling me out there live on air, Kristen. Now I'm going to be obligated to buy something for my wife, but I think I can get behind that as this is all for a good cause. And you get, wow, quite the assignment tonight. You get to hang out, support a good cause, and you get to do it all in your pajamas. I want one of those assignments.
In my pajamas.
In your pajamas, yeah. Thanks, Kristen. Well, there was a massive turnout for a free food distribution event in Duluth today. Starting early this morning, hours before the event even started, cars could be seen lining up along Railroad Street in front of the deck. They were all there to get a free box of fresh food delivered on 2 semis. The Duluth Building and Construction Trades Council and several other labor groups hosted the event. Organizers say the surprising turnout shows just how much of a need there still is amid the ongoing pandemic.
But I didn't expect people to be lined up by 8 o'clock this morning for an 11:30 event. And we were told we had to start early because people were backing up onto the freeway.
Coming up at 6, we hear from a couple Northlanders about how much this food will help them and their community. Still to come, COVID isn't the only thing in the air. How more couples are eloping and saving thousands during the pandemic.
Hello from DBS Repair, your local experts in all things basement-y. Since 2012, we've helped thousands of cabin and homeowners in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We specialize in basement waterproofing, foundation and structural repair, concrete lifting and leveling, whole home energy, nasty crawl spaces, and basement finishing too. If you have a wet basement, moldy crawl space, or sunken concrete, our team of experts have the trusted solutions to help. Call DBS today for all things basement-y.
Last year, when people were going hungry, Subaru and our retailers donated 50 million meals to Feeding America. And yet, 1 in 4 children may still face hunger. So as part of our love promise, Subaru and our retailers are doing it again, donating an additional 100 million meals to help those in need. Love, it's never been needed more than right now. Subaru, more than a car company.
Now, the community of Bayfield County is stepping up to help with the COVID vaccine process.
Last night's little light snow chats didn't pay off much, but another one is coming for Friday.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
Reading is an important part of every child's upbringing, and by supporting the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota's Imagination Library, you can help ensure every child has the opportunity to explore and imagine through books. Join me, Kristen Baki, on February 25th at 6 p.m. for a virtual pajama party-themed Power of the Purse event to benefit kids on the Iron Range and in Coochiching County.
Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. Plus, subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Join us weeknights for Live at 5 as we go around the Northland city by city.
Engaged couples are learning they can still have their dream wedding during the pandemic, but on a smaller scale. The perk? They could save tens of thousands of dollars by eloping or having what's being called a micro-wedding. Naomi Ruckham explains how the trend is helping brides and grooms, along with a struggling industry.
After a 2-year engagement, Alyssa Tabbitt-Smith and her new husband, Freddie, decided pandemic or not, it was time to seal the deal.
The one thing that clicked crazy enough during this crazy pandemic, it was the elopement, that it felt so right. So we're just so happy.
Freddie, you may kiss your beautiful bride.
The couple held their non-traditional nuptials at the Four Seasons Orlando on New Year's Eve. Just the bride, the groom, and their dog, plus family and friends watching online.
We're just so grateful you guys are here with us.
The resort's elopement package included nearly everything for a fraction of the price.
If we would have had our original wedding compared to the elopement, I think we saved around 20 grand. So that is huge.
For hotels and wedding venues, offering discounted packages gives them the chance to use and sell space that would otherwise be empty. Hotels like the Pierre in New York City say smaller doesn't necessarily mean settling.
Most around 12 to 20-ish people, but they've been quite beautiful and I think even more romantic than a large wedding.
Industry experts say small weddings may still appeal to couples even after the pandemic.
I do believe that people will continue to march through this trend and that it will become more of a mainstay.
It was unique. It wasn't our first choice, but it was beautiful.
Though Alyssa and Freddie missed having family there in person, they still consider it a dream wedding.
As many states begin to loosen restrictions around crowd sizes, larger scale weddings may return to many venues in the near future.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, President Biden celebrates 50 million vaccine shots under his administration as another new variant is found in New York City. Plus, Lady Gaga's 2 bulldogs stolen after her dog walker was shot in the chest 4 times. The graphic video tonight. And the $500,000 reward. And dedication to service. The military veterans who drove 1,500 miles to help Texans after the storm. That's tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
New DQ Rotisserie Style Chicken Bites. I love you just the way you are. I never thought unbreaded chicken this good was possible. Your oven-roasted 100% white meat chicken is 100% perfect to me. Finally, chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself. Or dipped in ranch. Or on a salad. Or in a basket with fries. Thank you, DQ, for giving me just what I needed. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree dental card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree dental card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree dental card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree dental card information kit.
Visible is wireless that doesn't play games. No surprise fees, legit unlimited data for as little as $25 a month. And the best part, it's powered by Verizon. But it gets crazier. Bring a friend every month and get every month for $5. Which is why I brought them. 2 $5 months right here. Hey. Plus the players of my squad. Then finally, my whole live stream. Boom. 12 months of $5 wireless. Visible as little as $25 a month or $5 a month when you bring a friend. Powered by Verizon. Wireless that gets better with friends.
Be a little bit brave. Don't ever be afraid to.
Got a couple questions.
Do you think it's time for schools to reopen?
We are still talking about the story, and rightfully so.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here is a live look over Canal Park on this Thursday evening as we move just a little closer to the weekend. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's still coming up tonight at 6. Wisconsin falls in about the top third of U.S. states when it comes to the percentage of its residents who have at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. But rural communities have seen a big hurdle for the state's efforts. And later tonight, 8th District Congressman Pete Stauber is calling on President Joe Biden to work with Canadian President Justin Trudeau to reopen the Canadian border. Tonight on the CBS 3 News at 6, we will hear why Stauber says this is a crucial move for American businesses in our area. We'll have all that and more tonight at 6. That's your news at 5. The evening news is next. We'll see you again in about a half hour at 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching.